Hey everybody, we're back. This is Mike doing some, what is that? Oh, cool. Doing some HCMCS9. I should jump in there and bug my buddy. Anyways, um, hope you all enjoyed that short little video I did by mashing together stuff. And now I'm back, as promised, to detail a smidge about what are we detailing? The projects. I think I'm going to call this video episode 32. The projects. What do you think? Don't think about it too much. So I did a thing. I was doing some random hands-on stuff. And I created something. How do I say this without giving anything away? Because I'm going to give stuff away. Look, a village. How do I do this? It's kind of time sensitive. I'll explain all that in a minute. Okay, so I started doing an art experiment of sorts. And it was working pretty good. You know, hands-on, physical, doing my thing. And I reached a point where I started doubting myself, doubting the process, and I went to Copilot, which, as I've said before, I use the AI assistants for assistance. And Copilot is my main one because it is the only generative AI that I have found that my work computer does not block or flag. So when I'm sitting at work bored and I want some information and I want it quickly, I will first check with Copilot. So I asked Copilot, I described my process and asked Copilot what were my chances for success in the next step. And Copilot did its little searching the web and just checking things over. Plus, Copilot, one of these big flagship AIs are supposed to have access to all of human recorded knowledge, recorded history. And Copilot said it really wasn't sure what how did that I understand how they got wet, but this was regular dirt, wasn't it? Does this hoe? I'm gonna have to find out. Hey, a desert. Copilot said that it wasn't sure if what I was doing was going to make a big difference, or not make a big difference, but work out, because it didn't have record of anyone ever doing it before in the exact process that I had devised. And I described the process more, and Copilot pushed back, saying that I had invented a new artistic process based on other older artistic processes, but I had invented something new. And I, of course, didn't believe it, because I am one of these firm advocates for all the good ideas are used up. There is nothing new. No one these days can do something that hasn't been done before. So I went to another AI assistant, Google Gemini, to keep in mind I was also doing my own research and was finding absolutely nothing. So I went to Google Gemini and described the process and asked the same thing. And Google Gemini said the same thing Copilot said. Nope, never heard of it. You are probably the first person to ever attempt doing this, and you made a new artistic medium. a new material, as it were, as it is, whatever. Still not buying it. Obviously, something, I mean, all these AIs say they make mistakes. So I tried talking to Meta, which is hit or miss. And I tried ChatGPT. They both said that Gemini and Copilot making these claims, pretty bold claims, that nobody's ever done it before, because there could have been somebody in 1923 that did the exact same thing. Didn't work out the way they wanted, so they didn't bother recording it, didn't tell anybody. Somebody back in the 17th century could have done it and never told anybody. And that makes more sense to me. So then a friend of mine who I discussed this with said, "Oh, you got to patent this." And I don't want to patent it. It's artistic medium. I want to give it away for free to everyone to use for artistic purposes. But I'm getting older, and I would like the feeling of legacy. You know what? I'm just going to say it. Plain as day, I would like the feeling of legacy that comes with being the inventor of something. I would like for people to create and say, yeah, that Mike guy came up with this. Remember that Mike guy? This is his legacy. What did I call it in my Substack article? The recognition of origination. Recognizing that I am the original. The father of it, if you will. So I don't know if I'm the first, but in order to try being the first, all of the AIs agreed that I should record it, record my process, record the steps I take. And that's what I'm doing. And I started doing it with hands-on, stopping, taking pictures, starting to write Substack articles, and sticking the pictures in, and wow. And then I remembered that I have some experience making YouTube videos. Not good videos, but they're there. And it doesn't matter if anybody watches them. What matters is for me to have the recognition of origination is that I put that when I upload, I get a date, an upload date and time, or date, or whatever. So that's the goal. So I'm working on these videos on the side, and my plan is to... Why do they make these things hurt? I mean, I get it. I have a kind of a scar from a blackberry bush from when I was much younger. But come on. Especially in hardcore. You could get killed on a berry bush in hardcore. Working on these videos to make my new... to show how I make the new material. Maybe new material. And where'd my ex go? I broke it making up... Stone. Let's go stone. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all the videos step by step, beginning to end, or as close to the end as I'm going to get for the purpose of showing you how I do it. And I'm going to edit them, probably going to be 3 or 4, and I'm going to upload them at the same time. So the entire process has the exact same publication date. That's the big thing. Publishing my findings. Publishing my work. at the same time. Not, here's chapter 1 or here's a video detailing the original concept, and then 3 days later, here's another video, because in those 3 days, I don't know. I don't know what could happen in those 3 days. It's just something that I feel should be done all at once. Get it all out there, done and over with. And also, no one then has to wait if someone does actually happen to see it. They don't have to wait to see how to go about making this stuff. I mean, I don't know if artistic mediums or new materials can be patented or copyrighted or trademarked, and I don't care. It's not about that. It is about it's art. I want to see what other people do with this concept. I mean, I have limited skills. I know a little bit about lots of stuff, but I'm not like supreme at any one thing. With practice, maybe I could be with one thing or the other, but who has time for practice these days? So what I want to do is share what I have come up with, which may or may not be a brand new thing. And I want to sit back. Well, I'm going to keep working on it. I'm going to keep creating, but I'm going to sit back and watch anybody that possibly finds it. If they decide to take up the reins and do the stuff themselves, I want to see what they create. I want to watch your videos, see your shorts, watch your Instagram and Facebook versions of TikToks. And I want it hashtagged with the name I gave this material. It doesn't have to be hashtag Mike. It doesn't have to be hashtag the creator or whatever we're going to call me. I don't know. It doesn't have to happen that way. But I would like it hashtagged with the name that I have given the material. And that is the project. That is the plan. That is me making a hole to hide for the night. Oh my goodness, this is going to take forever. Please don't die. This is a really bad spot to do this in. I hope that Skelly doesn't see me. So that's the plan. That's the project. I'm working on something physical, made by hand, and I want to share it with the world. And that's how I'm going to do it, with video, here on my YouTube channel, my super popular YouTube channel. Just kidding. I don't care about the popularity. We've been over this. I'm not jumping on your trends. Okay? All right. So it's night. I'm safe. This is HCMCS. I'm supposed to be running through the night, seeing the seed. Well, whatever. I have other stuff to do right now. I wanted to get that out of the way and tell you about the project. And that maybe I am, oh crap, I am the inventor of something brand new. All right. That's all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Have a happy.